Well, g'day everyone and welcome to the lineup. Lucky to be at Yarrawa Park here this afternoon with Codie Law. Thanks, Code, for your time. Yeah, we're just going to go through a few different things here this Avi, and mate, just the other day or not long ago, you've put yourself up to go into the Stock Horse Society onto the board, and you've now become a director. What's your thoughts behind wanting to be on a board like that?
Yeah, well, it's returned. I've been there before, so one 3-year term previously. Probably didn't have as much time then, so just sort of felt. I've always been one to say that if you're involved in something, you can't expect everybody else to do it.
Yeah.
You sort of got to put your hand up and get yourself involved, and you probably don't have a right to criticise or make judgment on those that are,
making the
doing
decisions.
their best.
Yeah.
So not that I had a problem, but I just thought, well, I probably should. Now's probably a good time. Kids are growing up, and
yep.
And we're sort of obviously still breeding plenty and fairly involved across a few different areas and horse sales. And
well, that was part of the questions I've got here for you. Is obviously Yarrawa Park have had a massive history with Dalby, Tamworth, now the incentives here in town, the 𝐓𝐡𝐞, numerous other horse sales. With the horse sales going forward, like I know our Swan Cup sale, we have to be we are an approved, accredited stock horse sale. You think all these horse sales with the incentives, if you don't have an incentive, it's really hard to get people into them?
Yeah, look, I think it is. I mean, you only have to scroll Facebook and see how many horses are available privately. I don't know how that all goes. I mean, I do think, people are generally looking for something extra. We've kind of stuck to the major sales for that reason.
Yeah.
That there's something attached to it down the track, and then it also gives your horses a chance to hopefully come back and be in a lineup, or at least in a final, or or play, and hopefully be well mounted.
And in front of a big group of people that are.
So you sell them. I mean, you lose control when you enter them in the sale. Like the auction, once it's over, it's over. But it's always good to know they're going somewhere to. It doesn't have to be the greatest rider, but just someone that's going to do something with them.
Yeah.
Give them a chance.
And by having an accredited stock horse makes it, just in general, without these sales, but it would just definitely makes it easy for us to sell. Like we know their breeding, we know their ages, we know where they come from. Now we're DNA testing everything pretty much. So that's a massive thing behind the breed. And I suppose that was a contentious part of, what was going on there a little while back with what horses are eligible at what status and all that sort of thing. But I know, in my opinion, I just like the fact that I know that it's a stock horse. I know how old it is, know its colour or whatever it is, and that's what is written down is what it is. Your thoughts?
Yeah, totally. I mean, and that's what the society was developed for. Really, essentially, we're a breed society and breed registry. And it gives people confidence to know what they think they're buying is what they're buying.
Yeah.
And I'm not suggesting that there's ever been too much deliberate stuff before, but mistakes happen, and horses potentially may or may not have been what they were. But
and the value of them now.
Oh yeah, and being able to know for sure they're by a certain horse or out of a particular mare. That's very much part of the pedigree and the value. So,
yeah.
And people are chasing certain lines and not discipline you're into. So.
Yeah. And mate, with the stock horse and stuff, like we do a few shows around here, my wife and kids, and your family's done the same. But the stock horse class, if you go to a show now and go in the stock horse class now, you'd nearly have to say that it's the biggest ring at a show.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is again, particularly in this area again. A lot of the local committees have done a really good job to sort of build those class, put enough events on with a little bit of in the kitty and some nice prizes and promote it. So that's really good. It's good to see. The standard's pretty good, and you're starting to draw, some camp drafters, for example, that probably didn't used to go in those things.
Yeah.
Back in. With decent horses.
And do you reckon it's because they're probably a fair bit easier to get ready? Like some of we're not platting them up, or I know you can, a bit of that, and then that same horse with the versatility of it's probably going in the draft the next day, or the kids are riding it in the sporting that afternoon, and so that's
that was always what we all did, wasn't it? Growing up, like the horses did everything, and we've probably got away from that a little bit and getting really specialised. I think it's great watching, whether they're drafting and then going in and fill those classes, or particularly families with kids. We know what the value of Pony Club is, but it hasn't always been overly popular outside this area. It's a really strong zone. Got a lot of horse families involved, so it's very high quality horses, and most of them stock horses.
Yeah, that's it. And it goes back to what we were just saying. We can say, "Oh, that horse was ridden there, done that, it's been in this competition and different things." What about promoting the Stock Horse Society? Just promoting horse sports in general, like with what's going on, like say with Christy and everything, Polocrosse. Like, obviously she's doing a great job, fantastic. I think she had 1 million views last week on what's going on there, just on Facebook. How do we make it better? What do we need to do? Do we do more of this? Do we need to step it right up? And like in America, they have rodeo channels, they have golf channels. Why not a horse channel? Like, is that just being silly?
Oh no, I don't think so. I mean, things are moving pretty fast. Like, social media is the go. There's no doubt. I mean, there was a photo on Christie's page there not very long ago of the old Rangers Valley team, and I had messages from people I haven't heard from since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because of that, because it's going back, and they were commenting on the page as well on that photo, and they're not people that you don't normally see them engaging on Facebook. Like they're an older generation, so I mean it's reaching everybody.
And a lot of people see with Christie's page, you don't have to be liking it or sharing it or commenting. You can just view it, and which is happening a lot. And I know the people that we're interviewing lately, and like everyone wants the sport to go well, or the breed and different things. Like it needs something, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, getting back to the original question, it's a great start, and it certainly can't do any harm. It's promoting, it's getting people talking about it, and the core of it are the horses.
Yes.
And I mean that's what and essentially the Polocrosse, for example, it's dominated by stock horses, and they suit the game. So I think we'll be probably looking to speak for the society straight up, but I think we're talking at the moment about marketing options and how to get in front of some new eyes.
Yeah.
And maybe lure people back that their family might have been involved back in the day, or they bought a stock horse and it hasn't been transferred because they're not members.
Yeah.
Simple things like that. But we've got to give them a reason to belong to.
Yeah.
So that's what we're out about at the moment.
Well, I know just with the Polocrosse sport, like we need to be trying to make it easier.
Yeah.
Easier to become a member, easier to turn up and play, easy to get fellas back like yourself. Like you just played a gully on the weekend. Obviously, we couldn't play Sunday; it's wet. But if you take the Swamp Cup games out, your last game was 1997, a little while ago, mate.
I was pretty young.
Yeah, I bet you were. But if we can, we want people to come back, and like obviously you get your horses are in that sport, which is good. But I think you're pretty good mates with Darren Greentree back in the day, and you got to catch up with him and just different things like that. So, however we can get people into the Stock Horse Society and playing the game. Yep.
Well, I think that's the key, right? To share resources where we can, because everybody benefits from more people playing, and more members across both helps everybody really. Like there's more money in the kitty to do things. Whatever we decide is the right thing, where to put the money, whether it's further promotion or bigger events or incentives or whatever it is. It's
well, and the big conversation we have is like, you can come to Polocrosse Carnival, we might have 30, 40 teams of a weekend, but there can be 3 drafts within 300 k's of each other, and there's a waiting list on each one.
Yeah, they're all oversubscribed. Everywhere.
Yeah. And the answer to that is I got no idea.
I'm still a bit puzzled, to be honest. I mean, I love team drafting, I always have. I know why I love it, but I do wonder what the attraction is. I think it's similar to Polocrosse in that the people,
Yeah.
you know, you can turn up and people are friendly, the kids are safe. It's a pretty relaxed environment. If you've only got a couple of horses, you've probably only got a couple of runs spread over a day and a half. You can, you know, I've always said you can, it's the same with the Polocrosse too, like you know when you're going to play, so you roughly know when you're going to have your run. You can have a cuppa or read the paper or watch the races in between, or go and sit at the sideline and watch every horse like most of us do.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's kind of pretty relaxed. Or jump on the front gate and help and have the best view in the house. So, you know, I suppose that's why people like it. Pretty complicated sport at times. You know, I don't know. You know, that's the bit that I don't understand why people take it up. But
well, it's a tough sport, isn't it?
It's hard work when it's not going well.
Yeah,
you know?
It is.
You know, or if you haven't got the experience or a decent horse under you. So.
Yep. Right, mate. Well, that'll cover that one off.